You ever see those channels that just seem to pump out dozens of short videos every single day? And you're wondering, how is that even possible? Well, there's a new workflow making the rounds that claims to automate almost the entire thing. And get this, it's all built with free tools. The strategy? It's all about speed over perfection. So let's dive in and break down exactly how this machine works.
I mean, listen to that hook. That's the bold claim from a tutorial that's been getting a ton of buzz. The promise is a completely free and unlimited shorts maker from Meta AI, but it's supercharged with an automation hack that could seriously change the game for content creators.
So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to walk through that exact workflow, piece by piece. We're going to look at the tools, the process, and the whole strategy behind making this mass production system a reality. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the problem this whole system is built to solve. Because for any creator out there, you know the real challenge isn't always just coming up with ideas, right? It's the mountain of work that comes right after.
Just think about it for a second. For every single video, you've got to write a script, you've got to find or create visuals, then you have to edit it all together. That grind is the bottleneck. It's where so many creators just get burned out and give up, which makes being consistent feel pretty much impossible.
And that brings us to the solution this tutorial presents, a toolkit of 4 completely free AI tools. When you put them together in the right way, they do almost all of the heavy lifting for you. Let's take a look at what they are.
Okay, so here's the lineup. First, you've got a custom GPT in ChatGPT. Think of this as your writer. It creates the story and the specific video prompts. Then Meta AI is your animator. It takes those prompts and makes the video clips. The real secret sauce, though, is the Auto Meta browser extension. This thing automates the whole video creation step. And finally, Google AI Studio is your voice actor, giving you a really high-quality voiceover.
So now we've got the tools. How do they actually work together? Well, the whole process is broken down into 3 main steps. And the idea is to generate all your raw materials before you even think about opening a video editor.
It's really just like a little content assembly line. First, you create the blueprint. That's your story and your visual prompts. Second, you manufacture all the parts. Those are your video clips. And third, you record the audio track, the AI voiceover.
So, step 1 is all about the script. You use this special story generator GPT. You ask it for a story, and once you've got one you like, you feed that same story right back to it and say, okay, now give me specific line-by-line video prompts for this, and make them in a 3D Pixar style.
Now pay attention, because this part right here is crucial. This is the detail that makes the whole automation thing work. You have to tell ChatGPT to pull only the prompts into a text file. And, this is the key, keep them in the exact same order. You miss this step, the whole thing falls apart.
Okay, so you've got your text file full of prompts. Now for the magic. You open up that Auto Meta extension, you copy and paste your entire list of prompts into it, you click Start, and you can literally just walk away. It does all the work, feeding each prompt to Meta AI, generating the video clip, and even downloading it for you, all on autopilot. So, while all those videos are being created in the background, you make the audio. And this workflow uses Google AI Studio's text-to-speech tool for 2 huge reasons. 1, it's free, and 2, it has no character limits. You can just paste your entire story in there and get one clean, high-quality audio file back.
All right, so you've done it. You've got a folder packed with video clips and a single perfect voiceover file. The last stage is putting it all together. And here, the tutorial shows you 2 very different paths you can take.
And this really is the classic trade-off, isn't it? Speed versus control. The automated method using CapCut's AI Video Maker is ridiculously fast. We're talking under 2 minutes to assemble the whole thing. But it forces you to use its own, not-so-great AI voice. The manual method, on the other hand, gives you total control and lets you use that awesome Google AI voiceover you made, but yeah, it's going to take you a little more time.
And here's a quote from the source that just sums up the problem with that fully automated path perfectly. The visuals might be synced up great, but the audio quality you get from that automated tool can be a real weak point. And let's be honest, bad audio can be an absolute deal breaker for viewers.
So, let's say you take the manual route for better quality. What's the real advantage here? What does this whole workflow actually unlock for you? Well, it all comes down to scale and the speed at which you can learn.
The tutorial claims this process is so efficient that a creator could realistically produce and upload 20 to 30 videos per day. I mean, that kind of volume gives you an incredible amount of data to test and see where your audience actually wants to watch.
And all that volume? Well, it creates huge potential for monetization. The tutorial points to a channel making similar animated stories that's reportedly earning up to $45,000 a month.
So yeah, this niche can be incredibly profitable.
And that brings us to the core philosophy here, the whole point of this new strategy. The argument is that in today's crazy, fast-paced content world, the winners aren't the perfectionists anymore. They're the ones who can publish constantly, gather data, and adapt on the fly. Speed beats slow perfection, every time.
So what's the big takeaway here? This workflow gives you a completely free set of tools to mass-produce content. It's a fundamental shift, moving the focus away from slow, tedious editing and towards fast, consistent publishing. And that's a really powerful strategy for anyone trying to grow a channel from scratch.
Which leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As all the technical stuff, the animating, the editing, becomes more and more automated, what does creativity even mean anymore? Maybe it's not about your editing skills, but about the quality of your ideas, the cleverness of your prompts, and ultimately, the power of the stories you decide to tell.